we have been having a lot of questions about original art on paper. So we thought we'd come to you today and just kind of chat a little bit about different things, different ways, different thoughts to make sure we have a clear understanding of everything. So I have a few different items here today we're going to talk about. Let's start originally with watercolor. So this is a Linda Moncla original watercolor. It's really important to talk about this is not a print. This is an actual original piece. There is a slight wave to it. The beauty of what Linda does is she does properly prepare her original papers. So this is probably about a 400 pound test paper. You wet the back, you wet the front, let it dry, and then painting occurs on it. This is another one of hers. Again, nice and stiff to it. When you see it on the side, it's relatively straight, so that when it's framed, there may be some ripple, but it's not gonna be excessive. The next thing we're gonna talk about, it's going to be a mixed media where they're utilizing, perhaps it is watercolor, maybe it's acrylic, pulling in some different papers to it. So I have an Evo collage here on it. So again, it's a decent weight paper, not quite as stiff as the Linda Moncla we talked about a few minutes ago. But again, from the side, you kind of see some waves. And wherever there is the addition of other parts to it, that will not lay flat. So it's real important to embrace that because it's going to have some weeble wobbles to it, and that to me is what says this is an original piece of art, and it's absolutely exquisite and beautiful once it's framed. But again, if Haley can kind of come in, you can see even if I'm smoothing it down, it's gonna go in the path of least resistance and continue to bubble with it. So a different artist who is kind of one of my brand new favorites is Olivia Bloom, and she does more acrylic on paper. She does some originals on canvas, and same thing. When you see hers, embrace where the water has collected and where the paper starts. Again, this is not a real heavy paperweight, but that's what the artist wants, and that's the desire that when it's up and framed. And again, you can even see it kind of on the back. Again, I'm white on white, so it might be difficult. There's little pockets that you can see dimpled where all of the paints have kind of come in and shown to it. The next thing that I want to talk about is acrylic on paper. A lot of artists will do this kind of get in the groove of doing different things. So this is a Joan Curtis. She's an Alabama artist. And again, as you can see, there's a little bit of a curve in there. Even if I'm holding it flat, there is a slight curve to the piece. And again, there's no sticking this down because it's an original. I don't believe in actually adhering originals where they're not reversible. So that's a real important part of what we do here at Barnell's is how do we maintain that integrity of the artwork.